So I'm like, okay, I'm actually 16, 15, 16, around those times. And I already have more than 800 or 900,000. As time went by, okay, I used to withdraw 10,000 every day. I took that whole amount and I started trading. I blew it in less than 2 days. I literally blew it. Every allowance that I got, I used to trade with it, trade with it. And every time I used to lose. Most people, we tend to not understand why it's called a stop loss. If you make $1, that's more than losing $2.
We've noticed that 59% of our regular viewers are currently not subscribed to the channel. If this channel has provided any form of valuable information or added any value to your life, you can show your support by merely hitting that subscribe button. So please do consider subscribing. Enjoy today's episode. Yo, what's up guys? It's Minkateko Mudau from Top Trader South Africa, and I'm bringing you guys another installment of Market Masters, where I sit down with the most prominent and talented traders in the industry. And today I am joined by a very young lady, making me feel like, I feel like an old person today. I am joined by Minkateko Mudau.
Yes.
See, I got the surname right. Simple. How are you doing?
I'm great, thanks for yourself.
Nah, I'm also great. Starters, thank you so much for coming out. I know you come from far, is it like the north of Pretoria, right? Almost north Pretoria.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for coming out to our side for us to sit down today and also have a conversation about your journey. I know when I spoke to the person who connected us, he said you have a very interesting story, and I'm like, I'm very curious, I'm just like, let's get into it.
It is actually an interesting journey.
Yeah, so where were you born and raised?
Okay, so I was born and raised in Pretoria. My whole life I've been in Pretoria. I don't know anything other than Pretoria. Yes. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Okay. And high school?
I attended high school also in Pretoria, which is School for Octa.
Yeah.
Yes, and I matriculated in 2021. Then that's when I relocated to Nelspruit. So currently, I can say I stay in Nelspruit.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, and when do you have your first encounter with Forex?
2021.
Really?
Yes, I had my first encounter.
With Forex, but when do you first hear about Forex? 2021? Or before that?
Before that, but I didn't take it seriously because I just thought, Forex is scam, I was also one of those people that thought Forex is scam, but I was a crypto trader from 2019.
Okay.
Yes, I was trading crypto. So I thought crypto is better, Forex is scam.
Okay. The financial markets wait for no one, but with the right tools, you'll never get left behind, and that is where the Octa trading app comes into play. Craft your strategy, analyze the market, execute with accuracy with Octa. Also awarded the 2024 Most Trusted Broker in South Africa. Now that's a broker I trade with, and that's a broker that you should be trading with. What are some of the things I look for when choosing a broker? Transparent trading conditions, fast deposits and withdrawals, a diverse range of instruments. Bro, did you hear that? No? Just me, I guess. And a user-friendly interface designed for easy navigation and efficient trading. Okay, I get it. I hope you do too. Download the Octa Trading app today and use the promo code MARKETMASTERS to get your 100% deposit bonus. Elevate your trading with Octa. Okay, crypto, obviously when you say crypto, I'm guessing you're predominantly talking about Bitcoin.
Yes.
But also other stuff.
Yes,
yeah.
and also other
What was
coins.
the price of Bitcoin at that time?
I think it was 58,000 or 40 something. Yeah, I think round about those amounts. Yes.
Yeah, so that's when you got involved with crypto.
Yes, that's when I got involved with crypto.
How did you find yourself in the crypto market?
Okay, so I'm from a family of network marketers. So they all into digital markets and stuff like that. These, what do you call those? Now I call them scam. Because scam, like, honestly, it's scam because people come and people go, and then the company leaves, these QZ stuff and stuff like that. Yes. So my parents do that. They involved in network marketing and stuff like that. So that's when I got introduced to this whole Bitcoin networking and stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah. And how was that whole journey at the time when you started out with the Bitcoin or the network market? Let me call it network marketing rather.
Yes. Okay, so before I started trading, both crypto and Forex, I was also involved in the network marketing. So there was this company called Forsage. Yes, Forsage. So if you come in, I recruit you and then you join under me and stuff like that, and then I make a profit. You get it? So you would use Ethereums and all those coins. So what happened is I was able to recruit more than 200 people. So I had 200 people under me. So I'm like, okay, I'm actually 15, 16, around those times. And I already have more than 800 or 900,000. So what can I do? And then there was this new...
actual funds?
Yes, in actual funds. In your wallet.
Okay.
Yes. So just because I love money, I was like,
you say you love money, it's there, it's sitting.
But at that time, I felt like, no, okay, it's small. It's not enough. Let me expand it. Let me make it more and stuff like that. So now what happened is there was this trend of stacking money, meaning you take your coins and then you hold them for a long period of time. They don't decrease, but instead they increase. It's like it's like spot trading. So what happened is I took all my funds and then I put them into that one coin, into a different company. I don't know. I think I clicked an advert and then I put all my funds in that advert. And then as time went by, okay, I used to withdraw 10,000 every day. You get it? So instead it was accumulating. I was only accumulating. You get it? So it happened that I went to a car dealership, got there, and I was like, okay, I want to get a car.
But wait.
Big things,
you're 15.
big moves,
You're 15. You're 15, 16 at this point.
Yes. I mean, isn't that a highlight? Like, I want to get a car.
Yeah.
Ooh, when I withdrew, my whole identity was not there. Like, I was not existing. There was no such thing as Minkateko in that website, nothing. So then I lost my whole R1,000,000.
Sure.
From there, I took a break. I literally took a break from all these things.
So that money you made from because you were able to have about 200 people under you, and obviously we know, if you know the concept of network marketing, 200 people, you bring 200 people, those 200 people also bring their own people, and you had a very strong network.
Yes.
That was able to make you almost a bar.
It made me a millionaire, I must say.
Because the thing is, I don't want anyone to be left with lots of questions. Be like, where did she get the million from? No, I'm just trying to make sure that there's some form of a trail there that people can follow. So the network marketing, you had 200 people, you made money from that. You took that money, you put it straight into, not straight into, but you put it in this particular company. You invested, or you bought coins or whatnot, and then one day you wake up, your profile is gone.
Yes, it's called stacking. You stack your coins. So you take, at that time it was using trons. There's a coin called trons. So we took those trons and then I put them into that stacking, meaning they're just going to hold. You get it? Yeah. So that is what took the whole money. That profile and that account and that link that I clicked. Yes.
Was it a reputable company that you...
No.
It wasn't?
No. And I kept everything a secret because parents will take your money. So I kept it a secret.
Yeah.
And then only then, when I was like, okay, now it's at R1 million and it looks proper and I've been withdrawing. So that's proper. So let me just tell everyone that I'm a millionaire. And then we can go get what? A car. Then it happened that, nope, the company does not exist. There's no such thing. Everything was just a false alert.
Yeah.
I guess.
But it seems like you were already conditioned to understanding that money was accessible. Because if you're growing up in a family of network marketers, one thing I know about network marketing, when it's done right, there's a lot of money there.
Yes, but I'm a firm believer of doing your own thing.
Okay.
I don't love being served on a silver platter. Yeah, so I prefer doing my own thing and building myself from scratch. So, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you take a break after you explain that whole day to us, because I can imagine it must have been a traumatic day for you when you found out, my profile is gone. I'm non-existent here.
I literally slept the whole day. Slept, cried, because, I was excited. I was excited and I saw myself changing my own life. You get it? Because I had goals. So I was excited. Okay, you know what? Now this is what I'm going to do and this is what I'm going to do. And then it all shattered just like that. So the first thing was, I'm never doing this ever again. I'm never involving myself in anything that has to do with the decentralized markets and anything of some sort.
Yeah, so you take a break.
I was done.
But you had a little bit of money, right? It's because you were withdrawing like 10K every day.
I used to withdraw it and then go out. Withdraw, go out. Withdraw, go out. So I had nothing.
Yo, how I wish I was your friend. Back then. Yeah.
It was bad.
It was bad. So you were just blowing through money really quickly.
Yeah, like shopping every day. Like it was just nice life problems.
It sounds like nice life problems. So now you take a break from this and then we get into crypto, right?
Yes.
Okay, what happens when you get into crypto?
Okay, so I had a mentor. I had a crypto mentor. So when I got into crypto, obviously I know nothing, right? The only thing I know is that Bitcoin is going up. Ethereum is going up. Those are the coins that I know that are going up, right? So what happens is I start learning more about trading. I start learning about risk management. I learn everything about the trading market. And then what I do, I'm a first year student in varsity. I have a bursary. So the book allowance, I took my whole book allowance. I went into crypto. I took that whole amount and I started trading. I blew it in less than 2 days. I literally blew it. Because why? These people were sending me signals, right?
Okay.
So, yes, I learned about trading, but I wasn't analyzing on my own. So, I just took those signals, entered 20x the leverage. I entered with a high leverage, didn't put a stop loss, didn't put anything. So, the only thing that I was doing was entering, exiting. So which led to me constantly blowing accounts.
Via crypto. Okay. When I understand crypto, somebody recently just said that everything is zero against Bitcoin, if that makes sense, if what I'm saying makes sense. So you were basically in a position of you were trading crypto, not really buying the actual... Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, let me explain this.
Thank you.
So cryptocurrency, right? It is divided into, let me just say two, right? We have your spot trading and you have your futures trading.
Okay.
So futures trading is like trading Forex.
Okay.
You can constantly trade. You can trade as stats. We call it as stats, meaning 0.0001 price of Bitcoin, like a piece of Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
You can always trade that.
Yeah.
Do I make sense?
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's like when you're trading gold, right? You don't have the gold. The price of gold stays the price of gold, but you're just trading with your amount, with the amount that you have. So it's the same with crypto trading. We have spot trading. Spot trading is when you buy the coin, when you buy a piece of Bitcoin, when you buy a piece of any coin. We have altcoins and stuff like that. So that is spot trading. And then when we come to futures trading, you're trading. You use leverage and all of that to make your money, your profit. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Clarified. Yeah. So you lost everything. Your first year, your book money gone.
Gone.
No books now.
No laptop. No laptop. No laptop, no nothing. Just a profile as well. But I never gave up, I just continued. Every allowance that I got, I used to trade with it. Trade with it. And every time I used to lose. Honestly speaking, I used to lose. Every time I lost, I'd make maybe $10 and I'd be happy. Literally, I'd be happy, go out, McDonald's Nyana with my $10 because it was something, it's better than a loss. Until I changed my mindset.
Okay.
Until I learned that, okay, you know what? I must just start learning this thing instead of wanting to copy and stuff like that. I must actually learn it from scratch, sit down and understand what actually is trading. So that is 2023.
Okay.
Yes. Last year. Yeah.
Last year.
Yes.
So up until 2022 was your first year in varsity.
Yes.
Okay, and then last year was the second year. Okay, so mindset changes.
Yes, mindset changes and I meet the right people. It's very important to change also your circle, because if everyone around you doesn't believe in trading and stuff like that, then obviously you're also going to get discouraged. So I did that and I learned how to trade. I went back to my notes and stuff like that. And then I started understanding what trading is. That's why I was able to explain to you what crypto trading means. So I understood everything. I still lost. I still lost because greed.
Yeah.
I was greedy. I just wanted to make money. So the greed led to liquidation, everyday liquidation. I even got a liquidation certificate.
From where?
From my mentor. They gave me a liquidation certificate at the end of the year.
So another year, just to clarify for some people, liquidation meaning blowing account.
Yes. I blew my account to a point where I got awarded for that. That's how bad it was. I got awarded for blowing my account.
Gee, what does that do to your psychology though? Like, but not the award per se, but now you're in the market every day. All you're doing is blowing every single day.
You give up, obviously. And also, you just feel like, okay, maybe this is not for you. Everything just becomes hopeless because trading is not working out. The signals are not working out. You went back to learning and that is also not working out. So the only thing left is I focus on school, my sister. I just had to focus on school until I actually developed a strategy.
Okay, we'll get to the strategy in a bit right now. No, because I want us to break down the greed factor because, we talk about greed so much on this platform, but I think people don't actually understand what greed really is when it comes to trading, because I think people are like, yeah, no, Forex is there. We need to make money. Simple. There's unlimited possibilities or opportunities to make money. Okay, cool, sharp. But then again, people don't understand that there's also the aspect of greed.
Yes.
What is greed? And can you explain what greed is, especially when it comes to trading and the way you experienced it?
Okay. So greed is basically your psychology. Like, it is how you want, or what can I say? Wait, let me put it like this, right? So I experience greed by over leveraging. So the fact that I was over leveraging, hoping that I'm going to make more money, because the more leverage that you use, the more money that you're bound to make, right? So every time I'll tell myself that, okay, when I enter a trade, my goal is this amount of money. So that amount of money, it exceeded even my take profit, because I was greedy. So this was the standard amount that I was bound to make, but I went on to exceeding it. That is greed in my experience.
Yeah.
And also, constantly wanting to trade. Personally, I think that's greedy. That's you being greedy. Because what do you mean you always want to be in the market? And you can see that you're losing, but always wanting to be in the market and not having a break. Not taking a break because you just want to make money. That's greed. In my perspective, yes.
Yeah, I think there's an element of wrong risk management right there, especially when it comes to greed.
Yes.
Because like you said, you'd have a take profit, but
not follow it. Yes.
Were the days where you would hit your take profit and then be like, I need to...
I re-enter. I re-enter again at the take profit. Why? Because I'm greedy.
Yeah.
Which I can say it kills a lot of traders.
Okay.
Because if you make $1, that's more than losing $2. So the moment we put our mindset into knowing that 1% is better than nothing, then it would change your whole trading aspect.
Yeah.
And your whole trading journey. Because the problem is we see traders like everywhere. Traders, we want big cars, big houses, and everything like that. But we forget that, okay, 1%, if I have 1 rand today, it's not the 1 rand that I had yesterday. I didn't have 1 rand. So the more you just decide that I'm going to work on 1%, I'm going to work on 1%, then at the end of the day, you might even find out that at the end of the week, that's 7%.
Yeah.
That's better than losing more than that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So that's what changed in my journey.
Yeah, and that's, when you talk about 1%, I'm currently reading a book called Atomic Habits. The guy actually explains how when you do something every day, when you become 1% better every single day, it compounds at some point. You may not, and I think that's what frustrates a lot of people right now, is that Minkateko's here talking about 1% every day. She's crazy. But when you actually sit down and think about that whole formula of doing 1% better every single day, somewhere along the line, it's going to compound and it's just going to blow up. And unfortunately, people want instant things. They want it to happen now. And
that is the problem. That's the problem. We want get rich soon. Get rich fast, pyramid schemes and stuff like that. We're not willing to wait and actually work slowly and actually do that 1% and make it a habit to just work on 1%.
That's it.
That's it.
And that's powerful right there. People don't understand that. They really don't understand it. Yeah, so greed right now, So we move past greed, and then we get to a place where you need to make a change in your life. What shifted at that point where you realize, "Aye, chief, this is too much here"?
Okay, so what shifted firstly is the mindset. Firstly, I moved away from greed. I can proudly say that I'm no longer greedy.
Okay.
I just take every trade as is. And also understanding the reason for a stop loss. Most people, we tend to not understand why it's called a stop loss. I can analyze properly and then want to be like, I know this stop loss, no, let me move it. It will come back. That's also another problem. The problem is the moment you learn also about market psychology, and there's something called the fear and greed index.
Okay.
So the fear and greed index, it actually tells you that the moment you enter a trade, right, and personally you feel like you have fear. You have fear of this particular trade. Let's say you're in a trade and then you're already in profit, right? So when you're already in profit and then you tell yourself that, okay, you know what? I'm thinking of closing this trade because it's just psychologically, I'm thinking of closing this trade. Then you close it and then you might find out that the market literally reverses. That's the market psychology. So there's also an index, I think it's CoinMarketCap, an app called CoinMarketCap. So I used to use it in crypto. So a particular coin, when you enter that particular coin, different people or different whales, they say, or rather communicate, if I may say, the moment people leave or sell the coin, then there's more fear in the coin. So meaning that eventually you should also sell the coin because it might go lower. And then greed, when more people are actually buying that coin, then it's going up. So that is also one of the indicators that I've learned and that have changed my trading strategy, the fear and greed index. Yes.
So you put together a strategy right now and the mindset changes. Now you reapproach Forex in a different way. How is it different from how you were approached? I know you said you implemented what you just spoke about, the fear and greed index and the coin market cap, correct?
Yes.
But also, what else were you implementing in your life to make sure that, hey, no, I need to move away from this greedy perspective that I have, and I need to start shifting my mindset to working my way to profitability?
Okay. So, I used to trade a small account, right? So I told myself that the only thing that I need to do is double this 500 Rand. If it's 500 Rand, I just need to take it to 1,000 Rand. So if I'm unable to do that, then it means that I need to go back and take a break from trading, because it means that my mindset is not correct. I disciplined myself like that.
Okay.
Because I knew that, okay, flipping 500 Rand is not that difficult. Just doubling it is not difficult. The problem starts when you want to exceed that double and want to triple it. So I always made sure that I have a trading plan. So I have a book where I write, okay, from 500, one day, let's say I make 5%. The only thing I want is 5%, and then my loss is 2%. So in that book, I wrote everything.
But are you referring to a 5% and a 2% on 500 Rand? Okay. People are looking at you like this girl, she doesn't want us to make money.
But it starts small. Before you take a huge lump sum, if you are able to discipline yourself with 500 Rand, then trust me, you will make money with that 10,000, 20,000 Rand.
Okay.
You will be able to flip it quicker if you're able to discipline yourself with that 500 Rand. So having a trading plan helped me a lot. It helped me minimize my greed. It helped me implement my fear and greed strategy. It helped me also reach a particular goal which I wanted to reach. So I used that book. Every day before I trade, I took that book and I wrote down my goal and stuff like that. And then after writing down my goal, I would trade. If it hit stop loss, I know that my stop loss is only 2%.
Yeah.
Then that 2%, it's over for the day. I'll come back tomorrow.
Let's actually discuss that right there. It's over for the day. I think a lot of people fail to accept the fact that it's over for the day. Because it's, again, I think I've been saying this so many times that we see Forex as a place of endless opportunity, which is true. But then again, I think there's a lack of responsibility in partaking in that opportunity as well, because people aren't really as responsible. Like you say, it's over for the day. How do you get to that point of saying, it's over for the day? And you know what sucks? It's over for the day. You've hit your 2% stop loss sharp, but the money is still there. What stops you from looking for more opportunities in that moment?
Knowing I might lose. Knowing that I might lose again. That's what stops me.
But then comes the aspect of hope. It's like, no, yeah, I might lose again. I might lose another 2%, but if I make the 5% again today, I'm happy.
That's the problem. So I've shifted my mind from that.
Okay.
I've shifted my mind from hope, basically. Let's just say I've shifted my mind from hope. If I hit take profit, I hit take profit. I'm happy. But also, the problem starts when you have another setup. The problem starts when you start looking back again into the market and you have another setup and it looks promising, if I must say. So that's where it comes in. But as for me, when I make a loss, and obviously the moment I make a loss, I know that it hit my stop loss, and even if it was retesting, I'm fine. Because I feel like I've lost a lot to a point where I don't really, let me not say risk, because trading is risk. I don't really...
Your risk appetite is different now.
Yeah, like, I'm responsible. I'm a responsible 20-year-old. If I must say.
Yeah. Losing to a point where you're scared to take another trade. I'd like to believe in the year of 2022, your year of when you were blowing accounts.
Yes.
One way, and now you get to this point of mindset shift. How did you overcome that fear of, like, right now, I need to go back to the markets right now? Well, not really I need to, but I want to go back to the markets right now. But then a lot of people, they lose so much, because if you're saying they gave you a certificate of, chief, you're the best account blower
Imagine.
in the group, you were losing a lot.
Yes.
But then again, how do you overcome that and now it decides that I can still hit buy and sell?
Okay, so since I'm a student, I'm a full-time student, I knew that I love trading. I just enjoy trading. I just enjoy sitting behind the market and just looking. So even the time where I took a break from trading, I was still looking in the market, maybe also using demo accounts. So I used to use a demo account, and then I felt comfortable enough. I was comfortable with my greed, my fear, and my mentality or my mindset. I was comfortable with myself to a point where I felt like, okay, now I'm ready to go back to the market. So that the demo account helped me a lot to gain back the confidence to go back into trading. Because if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for me seeing that, okay, I opened an account and I opened a trade and then I closed it, according to what was needed. And then I left the market. Just like that, testing my strategies and doing all of that. Also, advising other people on how to trade or how you can actually help yourself not make losses. And having people come back to me and be like, yo, okay, it actually helped. It made me also want to go back to the market. It made me also have that self-confidence into going back into trading, because a lot of people, even on social media, they're like, yo, I tried out trading, but I always lose. I feel like maybe it's a season. We all have to go through a season where you're going to lose, you know? But as for me, it helped me with certain things today, because I know that if I didn't go through that season of losses, then I'd still be losing. Or I would have left trading, or like everything would have been different, would have came out differently. So losing is normal. But if you come back better and if you learn from your losses, then that's a different thing. Unlike losing and then sleeping. Yes.
A moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory. You know, that particular quote right there, I was actually thinking about it the other day. A moment of pain worth a lifetime. You know, it brings me back to your full margin traders right now, because I think it's quite a painful experience to blow an account.
It is.
We don't talk about that enough. How painful it is to actually blow an account. Yes, I do understand a lot of people of full margin traders they're trying to get somewhere. You know, they're trying to make a better life for themselves. They no risk, no Lambo. You know how you guys know how it all goes, you know. But then I've been thinking about that quote: "A moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory," and it's like, it feels like a lot of full margin traders are chasing that one particular trade. Was it like that for you? Like you were chasing that one trade every day. You show up, you blow, Marie. Like one day, I'm gonna get one trade.
Yes, it is like that, because you're just like, okay, this one is taking me somewhere. This one trade, if I go all in, then man, all those losses are coming back. They don't matter because now this one, the return is very high. The return is very high. It's like trading NFP, man. You know, okay, if I go full margin for NFP, it's a win. It's for the whole month, for the whole year, even. So that mentality, why not want to make a small amount of money during NFP and then come back and trade again? Unlike, because honestly, as a trader, you know that, okay, if I go full margin for NFP, you only have two outcomes. I'm going to blow, or I'm making a very high return. So someone told me that rather not trade it, because you have no control of the market at that particular time. You have no control of the market. Rather, you just sit back and watch everyone else trade. So that is responsibility. That is discipline, if I must say. That is discipline. And even if you have that hope, you can see the light outside of the tunnel.
Yeah.
But telling yourself that 1%, as we were saying, 1%, tiptoeing, and then you'll get there. I think that's the best anyone can ever do for themselves. Because you can go full margin now with your last money, and then what?
That's true. You speak about control there. Speak about what we can control and what we can't control. And obviously the market, we do know we do not control the market. We're a tiny fraction. We don't even control anything. We're just there to make use of the movements of how the market is moving and make some coins from there. But let's talk about that which we can control, because it sounds like you've built quite a bit of self-discipline over the year or so. How did you build that self-discipline? Because I know you started with the mindset. Small percentage every single day.
Small percentage every single day. And also, let me say, having a community where you guys are accountable. You take accountability. So with the people that I work with, we are able to take accountability because we all want to make money through trading, right? So if I'm like to you tomorrow that, you know what, I lost $500, right? And then you're like, okay, I made $200. Then I'm like, okay, what happened? Because we were in the same trade. And then you're like to me, no, I break even my trade. I didn't wait for it to reach that high take profits. I just took small amounts. And then I'm like, on my side, what happened is that it reached, but I just waited a little longer, hoping that it will reach a certain take profit. Then knowing that, okay, you know what, if there's someone that I'm going to be like, okay, I made a loss, and then they're like, no, okay, move away from the trades. Don't trade today. You'll come back tomorrow and stuff like that. Like just having that sense of accountability and having people that you can see that, okay, these people are making it in the industry. You also know that, okay, I can actually do it. So instead of that discipline, you also have accountability, knowing that, okay, someone else will come back to me and be like, you blew your account. What happened? Why did you do that? And stuff like that, unlike trading alone.
So now you're making 5% profits, 2% a stop loss. Let's talk about how the journey keeps going forward.
Okay. The journey stays the same.
Okay.
The difference is the portfolio. The only thing that differed is that from 500, I went to 20,000. From 20,000, I went to 50,000.
But now that I'm doing the maths in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand. Okay, so you make a 5% of 550 rand. Your stop loss is around 20 rand. Around there. I hope my maths is right.
That's fair.
Yeah, is it the one? Now, how does the portfolio get to 20,000 rand now from 500 rand?
Okay, so I funded again.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I took the 500 to 20,000.
Yeah.
Yes. So instead, just because I was disciplined with the 500 rand, it was able to reach with the 500, it was able to reach 1,000 rand, it was able to reach 2,000 rand and stuff like that. So I knew that, okay, if I save up my allowance, then I'll be able to reach and to trade with a higher portfolio.
Oh, okay, I see. So basically, as you were trading the 500 rand, you kind of stick into your rules.
Yes.
5% profit, 2%.
Yes.
You just keep it going like that.
Yes.
And then at some point, the capital becomes
higher.
Okay. And
yes.
obviously the percentage stays the same.
Yes, it just increases. Maybe instead of 5, it went maybe to 6.
Okay.
Yes, and then instead of wanting that 5 in one trade, it went on to saying, okay, this 5%, I can do it in different trades because now I have time, and now I have discipline. Now I understand the market. Now I know what is expected of me. Now it's just better than before. I don't have anyone that I rely on. Yes, it's just me and the market, I'm not feeling the pressure of other people saying, oh, I made this much profit in other groups where I got the liquidation certificate, because that was pressure.
Yeah.
Because you always wanted to trade because there's always a lot of signals coming in. Yes. So this time I got disciplined. I understood the market. I knew what is required of me. I read books of trading and stuff like that. So everything just changed. From the 5%, I went on to 6% because now the portfolio is higher than with the 500 Rand. Yes.
But someone would beg to differ and be like, if the portfolio gets bigger, the percentage gets a little bit smaller.
It depends on also your stop losses, right?
Okay.
And also how you trade. Personally, with a higher portfolio, I make a higher return. Unlike with a smaller portfolio, I can't expect myself to make 10,000 Rand with 500. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Yes, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I can't expect it during that particular day. But if I have a higher portfolio, then I'm able to use proper leverage, because with a smaller portfolio, your leverage is smaller. With a higher portfolio, you can use a proper leverage. Yes.
You know, you speak about wanting to trade every day. Now we're in a market that's open 24/5. Now with cryptos 24/7, you can trade any given time. You've got your synthetics 24/7 as well. So there's opportune moments like almost around the clock, any given time. You wake up in the middle of the night, there's an opportunity to make money right there. Now I want to talk about the idea of making money every single day from the charts. I think that's quite an impractical way of approaching the markets, because let's talk about that, you know, because I'd like to believe you were in a position where like you want to make money every single day, but the moment you implemented that 2% and 5% in your trading, when you hit the 2%, you're done for the day, correct? That means you didn't make money that day.
Okay, not trading is also trading. That's what I always tell myself. Not trading is always trading.
Yeah.
It's the same as trading, because if you're not trading, then you're not making any loss. But also, if you're not trading, you're not making any profit. So on my side, what I did was I was always analyzing, even if I'm not trading, but I'm analyzing. So it doesn't make much of a difference. Like, it's more or less the same thing, because sometimes my analysis, they come back with 100% returns, and then I regret, and I'm just like, I should have opened the trade. But also sometimes it hits my stop loss. So doing that, knowing that, okay, the market is open every day, but that does not mean that every movement I enter. Because even if it's moving, even if the market is moving, it's not open for your entry. So understanding where to enter and where to exit is also important. So what I did was that, yes, even if I'm not trading, I used to ensure that, okay, I'm checking the charts, checking the market. How is the movement? Is it moving in a proper direction, or is it not moving in the proper direction? Then that way I would have regrets, but I would also feel like, okay, I did a good decision. I made a good decision to not open a trade. So yes.
Yeah. I like the idea that you keep adding to your capital and your balance keeps growing, and then obviously the portfolio keeps growing. But now I want to take it to a bit of a practical side.
Okay.
Yes, there's trading. Yes, the portfolio grows. You do need to live your life at some point. Let's talk about money management at this point, because I'd like to believe, yes, we need to make money, but you also need to withdraw it at the same time, correct? Not at the same time, but we need to make withdrawals from the profits that we make. How is your money management? Where is it at?
Okay, so I always say in Forex, because the Forex market closes. So Fridays are for withdrawals.
Mm.
So Fridays are for withdrawals, meaning that, okay, so since I told you about a trading plan, right? So I have money which I know that, okay, this amount of money, I'm going to use it for the weekend. If I made, let's say I made 25% for the whole week, out of the 25%, 5% is to grow my account, and then the 20% is for me. 5% is increasing the portfolio, 20% is for enjoyment.
Enjoyment. Hey.
Yes, so that's what I do. Then I withdraw my 20% and then I leave the 5% to grow the portfolio.
Weekly.
But
that's on a good week, correct?
That's on a good week. Yes. On a bad week, we don't withdraw. Yes. If I made, let's say, 5% profit or 10% profit, then I do not withdraw.
But the 5% is there though, so shouldn't you withdraw the other 5? If you make 10% that week, shouldn't you be withdrawing the 5% for yourself and then the 5% stays for the account? Or it doesn't work like that in your books?
It doesn't work like that. It must be 25. If the trading plan says 25, then I'm sticking to 25.
Okay.
Then I withdraw the 5. So it's a different thing if it's 10%. And then I leave the 5. No, I don't do that. Because what am I going to do with 5%?
Do you have other sources of income?
No.
Thing is, I'm just trying to figure out when you're having a bad week, bro. Like, when you're having a bad week, I think, what does that do to your psychology? Because right now, you say Fridays are for withdrawing. Okay, cool.
Yes.
You don't hit the 25%. Maybe on average, you're hitting, let's say, 15 to 20% weekly.
Yes.
Because you know why I'm asking these questions? Because maybe there's somebody at home who's like, and like, no, Minkateko's saying something that's powerful there. I want to implement that into my own life. Because I know money management for a lot of people is something that people think it happens on the charts, but it also happens off the charts as well. And it kills a lot of people. Money management, I certainly believe it's one of the mountains we need to climb as people, you know, because to manage our money more responsibly, more wisely. And right now, the reason why I'm asking these questions, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I want to understand, even me myself. Maybe I'll implement that. Why aren't you taking, when you make 15%?
Okay, I don't have much responsibilities. I don't have much responsibilities.
Let's just start there.
Yes, I don't have much responsibilities. So obviously, I can't say I have to pay rent.
Yeah.
Because I have something going on, but it's not something that is going to, one bad week is going to put me down. Do I make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. So if it's a weekly thing, let's say I know that, okay, this week I want to buy certain things, and then it doesn't happen, then that's not a train smash for me.
Okay.
It's not a train smash for me. I can move it to the next week, because one thing is that there's money for a lot of things, you know, especially in the trading industry. Most of the time I travel. So I obviously have a portfolio where, okay, with this amount, those 5% that I didn't withdraw, they're going to help me during my stranded moments. Do I make sense? So my portfolio stays as a portfolio.
But it keeps growing.
It keeps growing with those 5%, yes. But if I told myself that, okay, this 25%, I'm only going to withdraw 20% and I'm leaving the 5%. That does not mean that, okay, now it's, what's this? It's those 30-day notice.
Yeah.
No. But if I'm stranded, only when I'm stranded, then I can withdraw. Because I can't say that, okay, now I made 15% and then let me withdraw the 10% and leave the 5%. Let's just call it a bad week and leave everything in the account.
But still, not even psychologically, but the portfolio is grown because you didn't really touch it.
Yes. So if it happens that something comes up ASAP, I just remove it and
Sure.
I use it. It's not something that I can say that, oh no, every week you have to pay rent. No.
It's the honesty for me of you just saying, I don't have much responsibility. Because I know probably the next person has a lot of responsibility and they want to implement that. But I think everyone has, there's that thing, I think it was Mark Douglas that he said, every moment in the market is unique. I don't know how exactly, I'm paraphrasing at this point, but every moment in the market is unique. But also with us, when we interact with the market, we can take the same trade and get two different outcomes.
That is why trading is personal. It's personal. I might be making 25% of 100,000, and you're making 25,000 of 1,000 rand.
25% of 1,000.
Yes, you're making 25% of 1,000 rand. So, if I'm saying I'm taking out 5%, my 5% might not be the same 5% with the viewer, with the person who wants to implement the same thing that I'm doing. So that is also important to know that, okay, yes, she's saying 5%, but what if I'm saying 5% of 100 rand? Do I make sense?
Yeah.
So, me personally, I don't have much responsibilities. So, obviously, my 5% is for maintenance, all those stuff, and all the things that I'm busy with.
And you're a full-time student at that point.
And I'm a full-time student.
Why haven't you dropped out?
I can't.
Why?
I can't. Like, my intro must be proper. I'm going to school for the intro, honestly. Not to work, no. Just so that when you introduce me next time, it has a little title. It has a little title. Yes. And also, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Because...
Hey, explain further, because to some people it's not making sense.
I mean, personally, I don't see the importance in dropping out of school to trade if I'm able to trade while at school.
I see.
It doesn't affect me academically, and my academics also don't affect my trading. Because time management, knowing when and not to trade, understanding that I'm also a student and I'm also a trader. So I just know how to manage my time. I just know how to be a student and I just know how to be a trader. That's what works for me.
Yeah.
Because, yes, the next person might say, okay, I'm making money, let me drop out of school. But I don't have the mentality. I have a mentality that, okay, yes, I can have money and I can still have a degree. That's a me thing. But most traders I know, don't bash me, but that's just a me thing. Before there was trading, there was me. And I had particular, when someone asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? It still stays the same. Even when I have trading, I still want to be that. Yes. So I'm not shaken by the money and all of that. I still have a lawyer behind my head. I still want to be a lawyer at the end of the day. Yes.
Sure. I like that mentality right there. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so now the grapevine told me, the person who connected me told me and said that you're profitable.
I am. I am.
Yeah.
I can't make so much losses and not be profitable at the end of the day. No, it's impossible.
Yeah. Now, it's always beautiful when you have somebody who speaks for you and they say, no, don't worry, bro. Like, this person, clean. Like, don't. But obviously, I think that I needed to mention that, because the reason why I was trying to break down everything was just for me to say that, hey, look, you're profitable.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm a profitable trader. Yes.
And obviously, I think I've asked a lot of questions that have kind of just broken down your journey.
Yes.
As to how you've brought yourself from point A to point B and to point profitability. Yeah.
And it's very nice here.
Oh, yeah.
In the profitability cruise. Very nice, I must say.
Psychologically, what does that do? And okay, so a lot of people, there was this argument we're having, not argument, but a conversation where I was having the other day with friends.
Okay.
I think it was one of the conversations I had on the podcast, actually, I don't remember. They were actually saying that go take your open your MT5, MT4, and go to history and look at your entire history since you started trading. Have you ever done that? You have? Was it scary at some point?
Yeah, okay. So, the difference is I didn't use MT5 back then when I was trading crypto losses and stuff like that. But I do that. I do that. I like to track my my journey and be like, yo, but it makes sense. It really does make sense.
Yeah.
Because why was I using so much leverage? Why was I doing this? Why was I doing that? But I'm like, okay, yeah. Now there's a difference. Now it's all blues. Now it's blues. Yes, a couple of reds, but it's just we're moving up. Yes. So that's a nice thing. That's a nice feeling to do. You should also do it. People should do it.
Yeah, people should do it.
They should.
I think it would scare more people to do it. I know MT5 from the bat, when you open it and you go to that particular tab, it tells you straight chief
Profit
or not.
Minus.
Some people, I know some people, they'll even go open new accounts because seeing that,
You think?
it's like, I can't have lost so much money.
It should be motivation though.
Yeah, people should be working to change that minus into, or to remove that minus. Actually, that should be their goal. I mean, if you're so far deep in the hole in the one direction, then you should start turning around slowly, and instead of kind of just trying, because what people do, people lie to themselves.
Yes.
Because you are seeing, this I've got minus 100, what 1,000 there. Hi, chief, let me open a new account. Now it's on 0. Now you feel like you haven't lost any money.
How do you do that? Imagine lying to yourself. How do you even try doing that? Because you know the truth. Instead, you're supposed to change it for real, and just change everything from a minus to a positive, and just see your whole journey yourself, because at the end of the day, if you lie to yourself, or if you can lie to yourself, then what's the use? Because you'll be trading and then you think, oh yeah, I'm a profitable trader, whereas you know what you deleted. It's very unnecessary, personally.
Hey, people will be like, no, I did it for my psychology. I can't see numbers like that. It's discouraging. I'm just like, you must.
You should change it. Learn to change that minus
I fully agree with you.
A profit.
I actually have one account right now, which I'm actually in the process of slowly doing that. Because like I said, on MT5, I open MT5 there. It shows you, hey, it's been bad. I have one account which I'm actually currently busy slowly, like just trying to take that negative to a positive with a particular broker, where I'm just like, oh, okay, now this is my mountain that I need to climb.
I like the word slowly.
Yeah,
no rush.
It needs to be slow, because for it to get where it got, it was too fast.
Exactly.
Yeah, so...
Exactly, that's a very good point.
And it's fast to go to the other side, but to bring it back, it needs to be slow, because slow and steady wins the race at the end of the day.
True.
Which is true with a lot of things, but people want that one trade.
Even eating an elephant, you must eat it piece by piece. And then you'll finish it.
Yeah, Minkateko. Thank you so much. I'm not going to get to my other usual questions because, wow. Let me just ask them for the sake of people because I know people like hearing certain things. What has been the biggest loss you have taken on the chart? And like I always tell to people, like I always say to people, it doesn't have particularly have to be the biggest amount you've lost, but just a trade where you sit back and like, yeah, no, they are actually lost.
Losses, ne?
Losses.
Okay, I'm going to just tell you one particular trade, right? I've lost in one trade, right? I think it was 5,000 US dollars.
Okay.
In one trade, one go, NFP session. Yes, it was $5,000. Yes.
What's the lesson you take from such an experience?
Don't trade news.
I think you're gonna have to say that again for the people at the back. They didn't hear you. Please.
Don't trade news. Please.
I then attack you for saying that.
Please. No. It's not worth it. It's not. It's really not. Because if you look, you would have made more profit than that. Because the problem, especially in the Forex market now, is that we think that the news have a lot of movement or a higher movement, right? Yes, it moves quicker and stuff like that, but it's the same as a normal day trading. Personally, I feel like the amount of peeps, you'd rather wait and just trade properly, unlike going all in a trade where you know that it might bring me down. But that $5,000, it was just the amount that I was willing to lose. So it's very important, if you trade news, if you don't take my advice and you decide to trade news, then you must trade with what you are willing to lose.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that is correct. We're living in an age. I hope my boys don't be angry when I talk about them. Actually, I've got a group of friends of mine. Oh, they love trading news. They live for news. Those boys. NFP, CPI, PPI, whatnot. And when I chill with them, my mind does this because I'm not the biggest fan of trading news at all. So, and when you're with them, you can tell that this moment right here, it's to some degree, a lot of people are trading news are adrenaline junkies. They want that hit of dopamine. Right now people become junkies. They become addicts to that thing of like, guys, hey, if I'm not trading, if it's not moving like this in 1 second, it don't feel like they're trading. People actually generally don't feel like they're trading anymore if they're not trading news. If the thing is not moving like this.
And I think they should just check the history of them trading news. And if they're full-time traders or they constantly trade except for news, then you can clearly see that, okay, this is more or less the same thing, man. You can just realize that this is more or less the same thing. Because yes, we all get excited for NFP, especially if you know that you're going to trade. Like, the hype is high.
Yeah, I know it's high.
The hype is very high. And then you lose. And then you catch. But you must just check. Personally, you must just check how your journey has been when you're trading the news. And then if it's worth the hype, then you can continue, go for it. Because I can say I'm bad at fundamental analysis. Yes, I'm not so good in fundamental analysis. So yeah, maybe that's why I don't advise news. Yes.
Yeah, and I think there's just so many different ways to make money in this market. So I understand what you're saying. You're not particularly, you're just saying for you.
Yes.
News. And you're also advising people, go check. If it's not working for you, go check. But again, you also did say if it's working for someone as well. Amen.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. This has been quite a pleasant conversation for me. Quite delightful, actually. I've taken so much from it. and I am wishing you all the best. And I do believe next time we sit down and talk, I'll be addressing you differently, correct?
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me. It was great.
No, perfect. Now, wishing you all the best with your journey moving forward.
Thank you.
All right. I will leave your. We spoke about social media there. Am I leaving your stuff down below or yes, no? Guys, if you see something down below in the description, it's Minkateko's details there. If you guys want to reach out, ask any questions or whatever, just do you offer any services?
Yes, we do offer.
Okay, yeah, yes. Guys, down below if you guys are looking to reach out to Minkateko on anything. And as for me myself, Sambani, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys same time, same place next week, and we're out.